Okay, so have you started practicing all this, the basics?
Yeah, initially I have done, but now another like I have another exam on Friday,
Hello,
so I'm practicing that now. So once this Friday is
hello,
done, then I'll sit. Yeah, once this Friday is done, I will sit and do all the other exercises.
hello. I can't hear you.
Hello,
Hello.
is it audible? No.
Yeah, no, no, no,
Hello.
it's fine. No, no, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay. No, I have one exam on this Friday.
Okay.
So once that is done, then I will do that practice.
Oh,
Initially, like first two classes I have done, but after that I have not done anything.
okay, okay, fine, no problem. Because I think today we are going to finish the basic things. Then tomorrow onwards,
Mhm.
like we'll be discussing on like some big topics. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
fine. So we'll see the import and export. Okay, and today we'll finish this library engines and library creation also. Okay, let us see what is this import and export first. Actually, there are three things in SAS. One is importing, then exporting, then transporting. Like we have three things: importing, exporting, and transporting. Then coming to the this one. Okay, importing means other data sources to SAS datasets. Exporting means converting the SAS data sets to other sources. Means we are moving our SAS to other sources called exporting. Then transporting means converting our SAS data sets to an export transport file. Okay, let us see what is the import. So we have done like getting the data from the text files, right? So that we discussed. But you can get the data from other files also, like Excel, Access, and Oracle, like that. Okay, let us see what it is. First, we'll connect to the Excel. Working with Excel. In my D drive, I have a folder. One second. I have one folder called the data. In this folder, I have multiple files. Like these are the text files. These are the XPT files, means transport files. These are the SAS datasets. Then CSV files. Then these are the XLS. Then MS Access, like this. Let's get the data from this Excel. Excel, it's a database. In this database, we have multiple sheets again. See, orders, cards, contacts, class, health. Like this, we have multiple sheets. Let's try to get the data from this class. Okay, so this is the data. So from this data, you want to convert this data which is present in this class sheet into the data set. Means you want to import this one into SAS data set. Okay. How many sheets are there? Orders, cards, contacts, class, and health. Now we have planned to get the data from this class. So close this one. Now we can do it by two methods. One is by wizard. The second one is by programming. So wizard means no need to write the program. You just navigate it like this. Go to the file, import data. Then from where you want to import Microsoft Excel. So here we have multiple sources. Then get the data from the Excel. Later go to the next. Browse. Then D drive, data, admit. Then OK. Then what table you want to import. So class. Next. Give a name. Let's give the same name called the class. Then next and finish. That's it. Here we can see the class. So we imported the class. Right? Then check the log also, it's showing work.class dataset was successfully created. Okay. From the Excel database, from the class sheet, we got the data and we created a data set like this. So this is by wizard, import wizard. Then the second one is by programming. By programming means like you need to write a program to get this one. Okay, let's delete the class and do it by programming like this. Proc import data file equal to. So where is the data? It's in the D drive, data. Then the Excel sheet is admit.xls, admit.xls. It's an Excel. Then the sheet is class, right? So out. Out means you want to bring it out into the work library with same name class. And what's the database management system here we are using? Excel. Then get names. Get names means yes, we want to get the names. We want to get the names. Later, what is the sheet name? Sheet name is class. Get names means here in the class we have already variable names are there, right? Variable names are there. So you want to get these variable names as it is. That's called the get names. Okay. Yeah. Now submit it. So the data set got created. Right. Means you can do it by the wizard or you can do it by the programming also. But if you are not okay with the programming, okay, let us assume we are not okay with the programming, then we can do it by wizard also, but with the wizard we can generate the program also. Okay, let us see. I want to get the data from this MS Access. Okay, we have one cars. Okay, so in this cars I have multiple tables again. Cars, then customers, admin, employee, products, welcome. Multiple products, I mean multiple tables are there. Let's get the data from this admit. Okay, from this admit. So admit is having ID, name, sex, age, date, height, weight, act level and field. Let's get this into our environment, both by programming and by wizard. It's also importing. So now working with access. File, import data. Then here it is MS Access. Next, browse. Then D drive, data. Then cars. Okay. Then in the cars, let's get the data from the cars only. Next, give a name. Next, see, it is generating a code. The import wizard can create a file containing proc import statements. If you want to save that code, click on browse. On the desktop, give a name. Okay, like import code or something. Then finish. See, it got imported as well as it generated the code also. The code is on the desktop. Import code. Yeah, this is the code generated by SAS. So, like this. We don't need this scan time. Yeah, this is the code. Okay, let us delete the cars. Submit it. It's working. Okay, means proc import out work.class. What's the data table? Cars. DBMS access. Replace means if there is any file with the same name, then it replaces. See, we are creating the cars. Okay, let us do one thing. I'm not using replace. Then what is the meaning of this code? Proc import data equal to, proc import out equal to work.cars. So we are creating a table with the name cars in the work library, but the cars is already there, right? But when you submit it, Check the log, it is showing import cancelled because output dataset word.cars already exists, already it's existing. So if it is not there, then if you run it, it's working and it will give no error. But when it's existing, then it won't overwrite. So that's why we are using the replace. Replace means we are creating a new dataset with the same name of the existing one. Then when you use the replace, then this new one will override on the existing one. So that's why you won't get the error. So that's called replacing. Replacing nothing but creating a new one. You are overwriting the existing one with the new one. Okay. So this is importing the data from Excel and Access. In the same way, you can import to your environment from any other files also. For example, it is a CSV, volcano.csv. You know the CSV, right? It's a comma separated values file. So it is like this, commas, volcano comma, lat comma, longitude comma. But when you open in the Excel, it appears like an Excel, but it's a comma separated values. So you can do it in the same way, volcano, right? You can do it, write a code also, which is almost similar to Excel. Import from CSV. You can do like this. Proc import data file equal to, what is this file name? Volcano.csv. Then create with the name Volcano. Then what's the database management system? CSV. Then there won't be any sheet in the CSV, only one sheet. Okay, submit. That's it. We got the Volcano. Okay. So import from CSV. So it is like importing. Then coming to the exporting. Exporting means writing to the existing file. Okay, let us see. Take the admit only. In the admit dot, yeah, in this admit.xls, we have multiple sheets: orders, cards, contacts, class, health. So 5 sheets we have. Then let's add one more sheet with this name, Volcano. Okay, so we are exporting our SAS dataset to this Excel. We have only 5 sheets. Here I am adding Volcano. So how to add the Volcano means same. This is importing. You can export also. Export also you can do it by the wizard. Let us see. File. Export data. Which one you are exporting? Work.volcano. Write variable labels as column names. You can use. Anyway, we don't have the variable column names there. Just variable names only we have. Okay. Then next. Then which one? Excel. Next. Where is that Excel? The Excel is in D drive. Data. Then admit. Now it is showing you want to append or replace. Append. Okay. Append means it adds one more sheet. Give the sheet name. Welcome. Then next. Then it generates a code also. If you need the code, browse, select the desktop, just save the code with some name, export code. Then finish. That's it. Now open that bit.xls. It is having the volcano. See, earlier there was no volcano. We added a volcano. Then it generated the code. So if you want that code, which is already generated here, so you can use that code also. Like this. Proc export data equal to work.volcano out file. D-drive data, then Excel, replace sheet work, like this. So this importing from Excel, exporting to Excel. This is importing to Access, importing from Access. Then you try these from your side. Okay. Export to Access database. Then export to CSV file. Okay. So you try this from your side as an exercise. Okay. And copy the code also. Yeah. So this is about the importing and exporting to different databases. Then library creation, library.
Uh,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
question here. Like we can, is it like is it possible to connect to direct websites or
Sorry.
calling web services?
No, no, that is a different one again. That's a different one. Here, just databases only we can connect. We have separate module for that one in SAS only. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it called?
Yeah, we have separate web applications. Web applications. There is one more. I mean, you want to get the data from the website, right?
Yeah.
And, I mean, open website or like without opening, if you give the URL, it has to. It will take the data from the URL.
Yeah. Either maybe like there might be some situations where they will say like there is a web service and from that web service we need to read the data, or there might be some web page where we need to read the data.
Yeah, yeah, that we can do. That we can do. See, for example, you open one website. Okay. So in that website, the open website is on our desktop. Then what we will do, dynamic data exchange, that is called dynamic data exchange. Dynamic data exchange means dynamically we are exchanging the data. Means in any open file, whether it is a HTML file or Excel file or whatever it may be, when it is open on your desktop, then we can access that data. You can just like a screenshot, taking the screenshot, the data in the form of the table, you can get it and convert it to the data set. So that is possible. Or we have separate, web application. Web applications are there in the SAS itself. So, but that is a separate module. So it's not possible with this base SAS. So in that web application, then you can connect to any database like URLs. But mainly one thing, what is a data? Data means it is nothing but a structured one,
Yeah.
having the tables and rows and columns only, right? So if it can capture only the data in the form of data set, that's it, not in the form of the report, right? So,
But
so
generally for all this big data or Hadoop-based data structure or NoSQL databases,
hmm.
no, everyone says like SAS can connect to those things and read the data, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is the base SAS, right? So base
Yeah.
SAS will take only structured data, that's it. But when you are talking about the some tools like data integration, then it will work. They will take.
Okay. So now where is base SAS is used then?
Base SAS is for
Why
the
the base
analytics,
SAS
right?
is used?
No, no. Base SAS is analytics only. First of all, you need to manage the data and you have to organize the data in a proper way, right? So then only we can make the analysis, right? See, actually, I don't have the access to the Hadoop. So, but here
Mm.
you can connect to the Hadoop also. You can connect to the Hadoop server. I mean, if you have the Hadoop in our system, then you can connect to the Hadoop server, and later you can view them as a like data sets. Okay,
Okay.
now I will
So
explain. Uh, I mean, I will show you the data library engines, then you will understand. Okay, then you can apply it to the other database also. Because here you can
so
see, yeah,
the understanding is like my understanding is like now. So whatever the data source is like it is like
yes,
NoSQL.
yes,
So first thing is like it need to connect to from the uh, uh, SAS either maybe like the a different module,
mm.
and once that has been connected from the base SAS we read the data into the library files, right? And then do that manipulation.
Yeah.
Is
That
that
is,
how it works?
that is okay. I mean, in the basis we will do the like this, okay. But we have some separate tool in the basis. I mean, separate tool in the set that is called the DA Studio, Data Integration Studio. So while using the Data Integration Studio, what we will do, we won't be importing the data, right? So we will be just defining the metadata only. Got it? So what we do, we create a repository. In the repository, we will create the metadatas. So metadata means we will just give the path of the data set, like whether it is a Hadoop or external file or whatever it may be. We will just give the path. Then after defining the path, then means virtually you are importing the data. Otherwise, see for example, there is a 10 GB of data in some Hadoop or some like Netizen or something, whatever it may be. There is a 10 GB of data. But if you are importing again that 10 GB into your environment means again you should have the 10 GB of more space, right, for conversion. So means physically you are importing, but no need, right? Virtually you can do just give that location where the data is present. Then from that location the data will be the data only. Okay, the data will be there in the server only, but you can view them as a data sets using the library engines concept.
Okay.
Okay, I will show you now.
Okay.
We'll do that. Okay. So first we will do the library creation. Library creation. Let us see what's the library creation. So library creation means here when I am creating any data set while importing or while writing under the data lines. Okay. So the data sets got created in the work library, right? But once I open and close the SAS, okay, let me close the SAS again. Say I close it the SAS. After closing the SAS, I cannot see the data sets again in the work library because the data sets stored in the work library are purely temporary. So they will exist only in this session. That's it. When you open a new session, then you can't find the data set present in the work library. Then how to save them permanently then? So by creating the libraries, we can save the data sets permanently in a specific location. Let us see where to save. Okay, in my D drive, I am creating one folder. Okay, I am creating one folder with your name, like Satya. Okay, Satya. Then in this location, I want to save the datasets permanently. Where D drive Satya. Now libname D drive Satya. First give the location. Later give an alias name because to this location we are giving an alias name. Okay, let's give some name called Tiger. So what is this Tiger? The Tiger is a alias name to the D drive Satya. Okay. Now select and submit. Then it created one Tiger. Okay. Then right click, go to the properties. It is showing D drive Satya. Okay. Means we created a folder. So to this folder we named as a Tiger. Then open it. It contains nothing because it is in the Satya nothing is there. Then let's import this data from the admit. Okay, we are importing the data from the admit. While importing, instead of storing in the work library, let's save it in the Tiger. Tiger.class means we are importing the data from admit and writing into the Tiger. What is the Tiger? Tiger is nothing but data Satya location. Now you can see in the Tiger, it is there. So when it is there in the Tiger means obviously that will be there in this location also. Data Satya. Okay. Now if I close the Tiger or if I delete the Tiger also, it will be there. Because once you store in that permanent location in any external location, that will be there. Okay. Okay, let's create again. When I created the Tiger, it contains the class. Now let's create one more data set. This is clinic. Data tiger.clinic. Tiger.clinic means we are creating the clinic in the Tiger. Select and submit. Now in the Tiger we have the clinic. Okay. While printing also, proc print data equal to if you simply print the clinic, the meaning is work only. But there is no clinic in the work library. then use the tiger dart. Then it prints the content from the tiger. So this is called the two-level naming actually. Okay. So two-level naming. What's the two-level naming? The first name is library name. Second name is dataset name. So we use the two-level naming. If you don't use a library name, then by default it's a work library only. By default it's work only. Okay. So this is two-level naming. Okay. Now what we had done, we are closing the SAS. Let's assume we close it the SAS again. Though you close the SAS, this content is there because we stored them in a permanent location. Now open the SAS once again. Yeah. Now see there is no such library. Then to access this data or to see the data from the class or clinic, how to get this data? Means first of all where these data sets are located, define a library. Data Satya is a library name, right? So lib name, give some path, then give a library reference. You can give any any name like orange. Submit. Then orange got created. So what is an orange? Orange is a reference or alias name to the reader set. Open the orange, you can find these things. The location is important because in this location the files are showing with this library name orange. Now to print the class, then proc print data equal to orange.class. So you're printing the class from orange like this. So to store the datasets, we need to create a library. To even access those datasets also, we need to create the library. So the path is important here. Okay. You can give multiple references also. For example, here in the place of orange, I am giving some any the king. So what is a king? King is one more alias name to the data set. So it created a king. Even it will show the same thing. Means let us assume this is on storeroom. So these are all the windows. You can open any window. You can see the content of the storeroom, right? So to the storeroom, I created one window orange and I opened and I am looking from this orange. You can see the same data present in the room. If you open a window from other side with the king name, you can see the same content which are present in the room. Because the content present in the storeroom is important, not the windows. So from any window you can access the data. Right? You want to get the data set from king also you can get, or you want to get from the orange also you can get. And while throwing also, or while keeping the data into the storeroom also, you can use the either king window or orange window. Okay, I am creating one data set. Data, some new. New means either you can throw it through this king window or you can throw it in the orange window. Any window is fine. Because the storeroom is important. Right. So now data, sum a equal to 50. Done. That's it. We are creating a new data set into the king. So king means we have the new. See it in the orange also, you can find the same new. Because the path is important. Okay. So this is called storing the data sets permanently in one external location. Okay. Now tell me, in my D drive data, I have these many data sets. How to see the content present in the kernel? Means first you take the location, D drive data, like this. Lib name, D drive data, give an alias name. Okay. Any alias name you can give. Okay. So my data sets. Submit this. Then it created a folder with my dataset, but it's not creating. Why? The reason is it should be up to 8 characters only. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the problem. So give my data. Now 6. It will create. So it created. And it is showing the content present in the derived data. See, address to volcanoes. See, address to volcanoes it is showing. Okay. Then I need the content present in the kernel to print it. Proc print data equal to my data dot kernel. Yeah. Then it's printing the content whatever present in this kernel. So there's a huge database. So this is about how to store the data sets permanently using libraries. Okay. Yeah, just give me 1 minute. I'll be back. Hello. Yeah, I'm back. I hope you understood, right?
Yeah,
The library
yeah.
concept. Okay. Now, what we do, this library only, but we created this my data, right? So, my data is a reference to this location, right? Data data. So, this is the location, data data we used here, okay? And my data is the reference. So when you open this, it is showing the address to Valkanos, right? So address to
Mm,
Valkanos it is showing. But in this location, the same location, retrieve data, I have other files also, right? I have Excel, Access, multiple files also there. But why it is not showing
mm,
those files? Okay, when I give the my data and this reference or this path, it is showing only the data sets. It's not showing the other files. Because the problem is, what is this my data? My data is a engine V9. Engine V9 means it will show only the data sets created with this version 9 data, version 9 SAS. Version 9 means
mm,
9, 9.0, 9.1, 9.2, 9.3, 9.4, all the versions and subversions of the 9. Okay,
mm,
earlier to 9 there were 8th version, 7th version, 6th version also there. But we are not using
mm,
those versions, right? So all these data sets what I created here using this 9 subversions only. So that's why it
mm,
will show only the data sets present in that location. Means it will just show only the data sets. Why it is showing the data sets means here the by default it created an engine called the V9. Means it's a base SAS engine. That's why it's showing only the SAS files. Can we create an Excel engine? Means yes, we can create an Excel engine and we can view the Excel files also. Okay, means these engines are not only for the specific data sets. So you can create the Excel engine, Hadoop engine, Access engine, Oracle engine, SQL engine, Data engine. You can
mm,
create different engines. Okay, let us see how to
mm,
create an engine. Here, let's take the admit. So in the admit, we have one, two, three, four, five, six are there, right?
mm,
Six are there.
mm,
So let us get the data from this, or let us view the data from those six sheets. Okay, so what this admit is a database, and those are the six sheets. So create a library then. So lib name, what's the location? Dtrail, data, admit.xls. So give the location of your Excel and give any alias name. Okay, uh, let's give an alias name called some Apple. Then it is an Excel database, right? So you
mm,
can use the Excel, Excel, then submit it. Then it creates an Excel engine. See, Apple. What is Apple? Apple is nothing but an Excel engine. So that's why it is showing with a sign. Means the other engines are not showing with any globe mark, but the Apple is showing with a globe mark, means indicating that it is other than SAS engine. Then right
mm,
click, go to the properties. It is showing engine Excel. Then open it. It will show all the sheets present in the Excel. In the Excel, how many sheets we have? Five, right? But it is showing six. Yeah, six sheets we have. But it is showing 12 because orders dollar, cars dollar, class dollar, contact like this. Just forget about this. We will discuss about these dollars and later. But how many are there? One, two, three, four, five, six. Six are there. So what these are? These are not the data sets, right? These are not the data sets because we have not imported. Just we give the location. That's it. Then we can view these as a data sets, but really these are not the data sets. Okay. But you can convert them and you can transform them into the data sets like this. Simply copy. See the contacts is there. Let's copy the contact from Apple to work library like this. Data contacts. Set Apple dot contacts. That means we are copying the contacts from Apple to work library. Submit it. That's it. Now we have the contacts copied from the work library. I mean copied into the work library from this Excel. Now it is a data set. When it is in the Apple, it is a Excel only. But when we copied into the work library, then it became the data set like this. Or you can write it to any other location also, or any other file also. Okay, let us create one more engine. Yeah, let's take this one, or volcano.mdb. What is this volcano.mdb? It is a MS Access database. It contains Volcano and the customers. Only two sheets we have. Okay, so let us get the data from those Volcano. So volcano.mdb, right? So give the library engine name, lib name, then dtriv data volcano.mdb is a location. Then you can give any name, okay, like uh, some lion. Then it's an access, queue the access, and then submit this. After submitting, it created one lion. What is the lion? It is an MS Access engine. When you open it, it is showing two tables are present in the MS Access, customers and Volcano. Let's convert these customers into a data set. Data, customers, set, line.customers. Means we are copying the customers from the line. That's it. So now in the work library, the customers is there. Okay. Now this is the data set. Okay. Okay, we'll do one thing. The Apple is the Excel. Then line is the access. Okay. Then let us copy the uh, contacts from Apple to Lion. We can do means Excel to access we are doing like this. Data Lion dot contacts set Apple dot contacts Apple dot contacts. So I am copying the contacts from Excel to access. Okay, then submit this. That's it. Now the line having the contacts. Now to open any file, this should not be here. I deleted. Okay, now go to the Volcano. In the Volcano, the contacts is there. See, the contacts is there. So where we copied these contacts from? From the Excel. Means we can move the data between different engines. Okay. So in the same way, you can create multiple engines. Okay. I mean, you can write like this also, or else you can do it by the wizard also. Wizard means, okay, here, let's take the products. In the products, I have admit, customers, employee, Volcano. Okay, like this. So where is the location? Products.xls, right? Then go to the library. Here, which one? Select the Excel. Then workbook is products. Then D drive, data, then products. Give a name. Okay. Let's give the name some queen. Then okay. That's it. Queen got created showing admit, Volcano, customers which are present in these products. You can copy. Means either you can write this line or else you can use from here. Give a library name, I mean library reference and select the engine. Okay, and when it asks the password or something, then you enter it, click on OK. Okay. In this way, you can connect to any database and you can move the data like between one environment to the other environment. Clear? So this is about the library engine concept. So you need to work with Excel Access. So I will send you this file as well as this folder also. I will send you the data folder so that you can practice. Okay. Yeah. Then tomorrow we'll do the other parts then. Library engines we have done, right? So sorting, Then up to the transfers we'll do tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then.